I could. I don't know if I mean, I hate doing that, you know,
Yeah, I do too.
because I mean everybody gets a notification, so I hate
Yeah,
like giving that to everybody as we are now live. And
yeah.
God, that just if he would at least just like give me a response, be like, yeah, this is what's give me there, but no, but he's
See,
Tony
at least
Tap
I just
Shoes.
at least I just run out of talent.
Are we gonna start with that? Are we gonna start discussing
Hey,
your
you
step
know,
on your dick?
get it out of the way early.
There you go, hung money.
That way we can step on it the rest of the day.
So I went back and I've watched most of the uh, broadcast now,
Okay.
and I don't get why they thought that the ones that stayed out made the right choice. There was only 6 of you.
I Yeah, I don't. They missed the start of pits though, so that's why I
Well,
think.
they thought I took a few only two, and I was like,
I watched.
I was watching the end of that. I was like, well, how in the world would I take fuel if I made my way through the field that quickly? Like
You were
they,
on pit
they
Or
road for like I think my race lap said 30 seconds, 30 something
not
seconds.
even not even that. They had the camera on you, and you could see the right side of the car picked up.
And so,
yeah,
all right,
I don't
did
get it.
didn't someone get called like Eric got called somebody else or you got called somebody else's name, Corey?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they called Eric me because like they was interviewing Eric, and he's like, any shout outs, Corey? And I'm like, what? I wasn't even there.
Oh,
Wait, sorry. Matt's already watching, and his first comment is, "Oh look, it's I suck at this track and still won."
Hey, it works. It works.
I mean, I have
you know
never
what?
heard someone.
I suck at every racetrack that ever existed on iRacing.
I have never heard someone complain as much as Corey about sucking somewhere, and they still win. He said, "Go fuck yourself, Corey."
Hey, you know the only reason I really do it is just to get Whitley and all everybody else riled up. That's all. That's the only reason I
No,
do it.
Whitley gets
Travis gets
pissed when Corey
Travis.
does it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Travis gets pissed about it too.
Oh, I'm gonna get riled up.
Like what was it when we did the SCSRA race from Texas, and I was trying to like be like, woo, yeah, and he's like, motherfucker, it's your fifth win, so why are you getting excited about it? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're like, give me that
still a
stat,
win.
and basically Travis is like,
Yeah.
It's like, hey, AJ Allmendinger mentality. You never know when the last win is gonna come.
Well, I mean, well, that's always the way I look at it, because you never know when your win's gonna be your last win. But if Travis, he could have been up there too if he didn't burn his shit up.
you've made him do it.
Well, if he was better at saving tires like I am, then he wouldn't have that issue. But
So,
this has been an
Corey,
ongoing thing for years for Travis, but it's okay.
when are you gonna teach me how to save tires like you, Corey?
Well, I'll show whatever. Well, no, I can't show you kind of telemetry because we're in different teams, but um,
Oh,
we'll
come
probably
on. We're Ford
we'll probably work.
affiliated.
Hold on, we'll probably work something out in the off season. Hold on.
Hey, we're Ford affiliated. We're Ford affiliated. We can work something out right
Okay.
Well, I guess that is true.
now.
I mean, you've got the whole IRF, FTM, RK, whatever
Yeah,
bullshit you've all got going on in Xfinity. So
that's the
or
truck.
trucks.
It's the
Yeah, the
trucks.
trucks. That's right.
And they added me to it because I'm just on nobody's team. I'm just hanging out whenever I
Yeah,
decide to
whatever
show
it
up.
is.
It's
But
still
yeah.
weird, Jordan, seeing you in a Ford. Like I have to remember that you're in a
It's the
Ford now.
weird driving one.
Yeah, let's say because after the past 2 years of seeing Wenzel in a Chevrolet, Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh related, and then now you've got I don't even know what sponsor you even got now, but
Arcane. It's still a nerdy paint scheme, but it's a
I just
Mustang instead.
I just get so used to seeing the back of it, which I don't know.
Oh, bullshit.
What
Bullshit.
it looks like graffiti in the back of the car, like your regular
That's what it
scheme.
is.
And I'm like,
What
wait
it
a
is.
minute. I was like, this is
I see the
different.
back of both your cars, so
I'm used to seeing the back of a Benjamin Moore scheme, and I'm like, oh man.
And on the back of it says paint like no other.
yeah, it's not Sherwin
Fuck,
Williams. That's
I
where I
was
get
gonna
my
tell
paint.
Jeff.
fuck that. Fuck that watery shit.
I forgot who was getting lapped by you on my team, and I was about to say Operation Paint Bucket. Operation Paint Bucket.
Was it Keith?
I don't remember if it was Keith or Jeff. It was one of those
It
two. I
wasn't
think it was
Jeff, because Jeff was too busy beating the back bumper off of me the last 20 laps.
I saw that on your stream. I was like, God damn, Jeff just ran his ass over, and that's when you downshift to third just to make the corner.
Yeah. I was like,
Jeff
Jeff,
must have been.
he been following me for like 10 laps. You gotta know by now where I brake at. He's like, no.
I think it was the Xfinity race then that Jeff had had a bad race.
See,
Sure.
what did Matt say? I see the back of his car got loose in 1 and died in 3. It was fucking awesome. Oh, that's when Matt got murdered.
Mm.
Which
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
even his fault. I went back and saw it, and it's just like Matt was way up here, and then the wreck happens down here, and then Matt's dead.
Yeah, that's just wrong place, wrong time from Matt. That's just unfortunate because I remember, like I said, just listen to your stream, Garrett, and he's like, "Yeah, I got loose," and then not even 3 seconds later, he goes, "I'm fucking killed."
I'm gonna write
It's like,
I'm gonna write that on Matt's tombstone. It's just wrong place, wrong time again. I'm dead again. Matt Persini.
Hey, don't worry, Vegas is coming up, so that'll
Yeah.
be good chance to shine right there.
And
He won't have
I
Nick
probably
Alves
won't
running
be
the shit
there.
out of him.
I probably won't be there. So Matt, you got to carry the team because I'll be out of town. So you got to carry the team at Vegas.
Oh, so one of the things that's going to be interesting for the next couple of weeks is that the cars are going to be, or not the cars, but the tracks are going to look different because they're going to have the artwork refreshes.
There you go.
Is the update on Tuesday the new build, or is that the following Tuesday? This coming
It's
Tuesday?
This Tuesday, yeah.
Coming Tuesday.
God,
So,
I'm gonna have to
the
immediately
truck-
when I get home start that update for the trucker race.
So with the white walls that Vegas has right now will be replaced with the yellow ones that they have in real life.
Oh,
And
really?
I don't know if they're going to do a bump map update. And if they do, that means that the track will behave differently.
Did they have any rescans
Yay.
in this build?
So they said that they were going to do the rework of Iowa, but when they showed it in the dev update that I was watching earlier, like the video one,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have the dark pavement on the bottom. So it makes me think that it's just like they've got the fence and the walls looking different. Kind of like they did with New Hampshire.
Okay. I would like a couple tracks definitely need a rescan. I mean, Coda is one that needs a rescan. God almighty.
They did confirm, however, that they already have Mexico scanned. So they
when
just
they
have
gonna
to
put
build
it
the
in?
track now. Probably season 3 or
Before
middle of
the
season
race,
2.
for the NASCAR race?
Probably before the actual NASCAR race, but I don't know if it'll be like it. We'll have to see because I think
if we get it for our league, you know Corey Wenzel's going to be in there like 36 hours running laps.
Yeah.
we're just fucking absolutely trying to figure out the track.
So I'm going to have to like immediately get on the phone. God, why does my camera like go out of focus?
Dude, I want to see.
Oh.
I'm more interested in Portland right now. Like that's gonna be cool. It's coming this update. And
That wouldn't be bad.
As soon as that comes out, I got to get on the phone to Jai. Be like, look, you got to start turning laps in Mexico. I'll pay for the track if you need it. Like, your whole goal is not let the 81 win.
I definitely I'm more interested right now in Portland, and I'm secretly wanting to race Road America instead of Mexico, only for the fact that I want a chance to steal that record.
Record
It's
for
currently best qualifying lap there on the Sim Racer Hub stats. Currently, Vernon holds that from the 2022 season, I believe.
No.
Before the Chicago got itself a date.
Who cares?
I know. I was upset when they fucking replaced Road America with Chicago.
I feel like there's so many better road courses that NASCAR could go to, and I mean I get some of them are probably not up to spec, so and they're not wide enough,
We're
That could
going
be
to Lime Rock.
But there's Road America. Well, VIR probably couldn't hold one. I bet.
Well, no, because I believe they raced ARCA very recently.
I mean, I'd be cool if they went up to Montreal and ran the. Yep, I don't remember the name of the track now.
Canadian Tire or
Well, you're talking about Montreal,
Villeneuve.
The F1 track.
Oh, Villeneuve.
the circuit
Villeneuve.
Yeah,
Villeneuve. What is that?
yeah, whatever it is. Matt be pronounce it.
Yeah.
Villeneuve.
I'm not a big fan of that track. It's
sounds like a bad gym experience. Villeneuve.
I
Sorry,
think
go ahead, Jordan.
I think Canadian Tire is a better track in my opinion.
Yeah, but the long straights with like the chicanes and stuff for NASCAR, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but that really cool double right-hander that they have in Canadian Tire. I think it's called Most Sports up there now, but
nah.
I don't know. I'd be kind of torn on picking one or the other because I like both.
I did see on Twitter this week a bunch of people trying to get them to bring Kentucky back.
Dude, stop! It's dead.
Chicagoland.
I would take Chicagoland over Kentucky any day of the week.
That track is more dead than Mitch McConnell right now. Like, I just quit.
I understand that both those tracks are dead, but Chicagoland is still a better track. And the racing on the 2-mile tracks has actually been really good.
I like Chicagoland because there's not technically a straight anywhere.
Yeah,
you're always turning. I liked it. I always thought it put on great racing.
I think we, like I said, I think when we raced Chicagoland, the Xfinity car, like a couple years ago or so, I mean, that's just where it's just still so fun, and I could see it being pretty fun in the next gen, even with the 600 horsepower they've got now. But
we run it as in the A fixed a couple of times, or the A iRacing series.
Yeah,
it's just that most of the time it's gonna get run during the season 4 or season 1 when it's the off season and it's a community vote. Which, by the way, we should try to get Le Mans on the schedule for the season 1 community schedule. I'm gonna start this petition now.
Why?
Because it's fun. Long straightaway, you get up to almost 200 miles an hour.
This is fun. We're having fun.
No, we're not having fun. I will not be having fun on that track. Like a 10-minute lap. Like no.
It's not a 10-minute.
I don't know. You'll be having Eric just be like every other corner. You just hear him go.
It's a 4-minute lap.
Why don't we just run the Nürburgring then?
Okay, I enjoyed it when
you want me to die? You won't make it a lap.
I made it.
Or they'll be tiptoeing around that place.
You're tiptoeing for the most part, but
let's circle back to something real quick because we talked about it, we dodged it. Jordan stepping on his dick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What the hell happened to you?
So after Corey got around me, I went into desperation mode and dove it really deep into that corner, and I was 3 wide, and I was already loose on entry, and I tried to correct it slightly, and slightly looked a lot worse when the car just gripped up and shot right, and just murdered I think it was the 46. It was Simon Magin, and I was fucking miserable about that.
So you got Simon, you got Dvornakis, and you got a couple others too.
Dvornakis kind of just happened to be there, but Simon, I just turned.
All I know is you died, and I gained like 5 positions out of it. So I was like,
you and Eric both.
Because when you died, I was like, he's gonna come back. Like they're gonna give him that back, and then you were like, of course it doesn't give me any of the positions back, and I was like, oh, I get to keep this position.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The one time it doesn't do that.
Yeah, fucking for real. I mean, I was gonna pit for tires regardless because I was just gonna keep going backwards. So
I
That
mean,
was gonna bite the bullet. And
I felt
I
like
still
the
don't.
4 tires made sense at the end. Because,
I think that Corey had it right with 2.
oh, did you take 2?
Yeah, I took
Okay,
2
I took 4.
because when I told the broadcast when they questioned it, I was like, well, I wanted to take 2 because I'd be pissed if I took 4 and somebody else took 2 and they jumped me, and then I wouldn't have that chance to be the first car to just blast through the field. So that's why I took 2 and
How'd
then
it
went
drive?
on, and it was fine. I mean, it was fine, especially with now. It probably would have been a lot different if the track was hot, but
Oh, God.
with it being like 76 degrees or whatever it was, I mean, it's just grippy. It just took me a minute to get around Wenzel because he was trying to block 4 lanes at once. So
Hey, I did. Hey, for the
Good luck,
lap that
everybody
I
else.
actually had it, for the lap I was ahead of you. I did a good job of blocking all 4
you
lanes.
did, yeah, you did. I'll give you that.
Good luck, everybody else.
Freaking parked in the butts out of turn 2 so that you couldn't get underneath me.
Yeah, no shit. Like you went to 3 and 4, and I'm thinking, all right, I'll be able to just get around them on the outside. And you fucking overdrive it, and then put me up the track. I'm thinking, damn it, I knew he was going to do that.
And then
So
you cut down again, and I was like,
yeah.
running a freaking yellow line. And like,
Well.
God damn it!
Well, while y'all were having fun at the front for the longest time, I got to sit back with the squirrels.
How do your nuts feel?
I said, you get your nuts busted, or you get nutted on.
Ew.
I about died. So, because on my second lap of qualifying, basically did what Jordan did at the end of the race. I pushed it into turn 1 hard. I was sliding up, and then right as I hit the gas on exit, it just came around, smacked the wall. I was like, cool. So I get to start in the back. Awesome. Tony started right next to me. Clown. So it's funny because right as we're about to start, Tony messages me. He's like, "Hey, at least the Rex will have it in front of us, right?" I'm like, no.
Oh no, that did it. That's it. That's the curse.
But then like 4 or 5 of those wrecks did happen in front of me. Like when we took off, I guess everybody was listening to what Scott or Josh had said about being careful and having patience, and I was like, I'm not a doctor. I don't need patience. Like, what are you talking about? So we head into turn 1 on lap 1, and like so many people were like tiptoeing slow and went all the way to the wall. I was like, okay, I just gunned it and went down and passed like 5 people before we even got out of turn 2, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna take it. Like,
we'll back up a little bit. How'd you get back there in the first place?
When I wrecked in qualifying, like I said.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I missed that.
Yeah, we clean those out real quick, and you catch it.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Tony, keep up. Come on.
I just remember the just watching the stream like where you was just trying to just go high, and then the second lap you just fucking bend it, and I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense.
And Matt's
still
like,
starting fifth or whatever.
Step on your dick? Yeah, I fucking did. Thank you. Like, I know I did. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I know what I did. And then as we take off, and I don't know, Whaley, I think got ran up by somebody early because like he started backing up towards where I was, because I met him, it was like 26th or so whenever I ran into him, and then Scott decides he wants to block 5 lanes, and then almost runs me over. That was on restart though, that he claimed that I chopped his nose, but he missed his braking point, I think, and almost hit me from 5 car lengths back. But,
oh yeah, he said it was a restart, but he didn't know which corner it was.
Yeah, turn 3. That I went back and looked, and he was like 5 car lengths back, and then just kept. And I'm like, here he comes, and I was prepared for it, and he didn't hit me, and then he's like, Garrett, you almost got taken out. I'm like, yeah, you took me out last Phoenix. We did same place, same reason. So. That was fun to deal with, and then when the 48 had his like 5th wreck, I guess, that he was involved in, the one where he decided to hit, there was a bunch of people that hit the apron, including me, and the back end would just come out from underneath us. Except I was smart enough not to keep my foot in the gas this one time, and hit the brakes, and it straightened it out. But 48 literally hit the apron. I guess he was cutting the dog leg. Spun it, hit the very end of pit road, and then I'm not gonna keep turning left, and then just turns right back into took Ennis right out, right in front of me. I'm like, oh, Ennis is dead, and then that was when Michael got hit by Josh, because I guess the brake pedal failed. I'll give him benefit of the doubt. See what happened after that. That was like
I said they had a Moza pedals or something.
Oh my god! I want to know. I want to ask Crockett if he is sponsored by Moza.
Gotta be.
It's like my Moza pedals with my Moza wheel and my Moza shirt. Hey,
My
what?
Moza shifter.
What kind of wheels were those? Moza. Yeah, Moza these nuts.
I forgot to tell you about my Moza underwear as well.
But it wasn't the fact that he was saying Moza. He was like saying Moza, like Moza is my Moza wheel. Like he was emphasis on Moza.
I don't think I've like if any other problems I've had with my wheel. I don't think I've ever really specified like, oh yeah, my Fanatec DD Pro wheel came loose or something like that. I mean, I just say my wheel's fucked or something like that. That's been about it. So who knows? Maybe he is sponsored by him. I don't know. But
either he was sponsored by him or he was asking us anyone else. Maybe
I was about to say that's probably the reasoning that he was trying.
I mean,
to find
yeah, I could see that too.
Like he was trying to get one of us that has a Moza wheel to kind of speak up to maybe ask him what was wrong and see if we could help. But I was like, nope.
Yeah, I think Ron was the only one that probably replied because he mentioned something about like make sure it was fully plugged in or something
thanks
like
IT.
That.
Yeah, right.
Appreciate it.
Well, that'd be the best thing that I could give out because I've never really. The only issue I've had with my like I've run the same thing, and the only thing that I have different is that I have a brake issue that
dude should go work for Geek Squad.
Yeah, I was able to with the Moza software. I know branded. You're able to set the brake dead zone, and it's just where it's automatically pressing. It's just already put dead there, so now there's no real issue anymore.
I thought you fixed that already.
I did. That's what I'm saying. That's the only actual issue I've had with this. Like,
I was thinking you still had an ongoing issue with it again.
Corey, I just read your shirt.
Did you?
Yeah.
You know. Now that you mentioned that, Corey, though, I did forget about when I snapped the throttle spring. That's the other issue.
That's right. Yeah.
I snapped the throttle return spring, so the throttle was not coming back to me. It was
that happened to me too.
It was before Darlington, and I was last year at the playoffs, and I was just like, "What?" I'm like, "Why the fuck is this thing just driving so shit?" Like. And then I looked down at the like in-game telemetry thing where it shows you what your throttle position's at, and I'm my foot isn't even on any inputs, and I'm about quarter throttle, and I'm like, oh, well that explains why I'm sliding through the corner here.
Well, that happened to me at Indy, and so when we go in, every time I went into the corner at Indy for 80 to 100 laps. I was having to use my toes to pull the throttle back to me because it wouldn't retract.
Once I figured that out at Darlington, that's actually what I was doing.
And because of that, we get this famous thing.
Garrett, fuck.
And then when I'd go full throttle, it would only go 85% of the way. So they'd all pull me on the straights, but then I'd get them in the corners because I could still roll the corners.
No.
What track did I actually get that fixed at? I know it was after the Glen that I got that fixed, but I'd found a temporary solution that would kick the throttle back enough to where it wouldn't matter.
Hang on. We're going to air this out here for everybody to hear. We got a response from someone who was supposed to join us tonight.
Oh. Boy.
He said, I was reading a book, and then I dozed off. The 6-year-old doesn't ask me to read often. I fucking knew it. And I think, Jordan, you called it. Old man.
I kept making the joke of, like, is he putting his kid down in the fucking next country? Did he get picked up by ice? Like, what happened here?
I'm like,
No.
but my first reaction, I read it. You're reading the bedtime story to the 6-year-old, and it put you to sleep.
Fuck, I need that fucking book. Is all I'm learning here.
Oh,
Like,
shit. Yeah.
That fucking
you want to
put me
share it with
out.
the class?
Yeah, hell, I have to take drugs to put me to sleep.
Like, I want to react with a clown emoji to that. I'm thinking about it.
Oh gosh, I'm telling you. Now, would you put that in like the boomer category or?
That's borderline.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
was gonna say
fucking
maybe
close.
like borderline. Yeah.
That's pretty close. That way, Travis is already happy that he's not by himself, because Eric's now in that group with his bowling. And Eric might be good at bowling. I don't know, but I only
he's pretty good at bowling.
I only see like either old people or like people that are bowled in like really good leagues go bowling.
Yeah.
I may have gone bowling in my life 6 times, maybe.
I've won more than that.
That's fun to do, especially when you drink.
Wii bowling doesn't count, Jordan.
No, like every year my parents go to a fundraiser for it's called the High Grounds, and it's for bowling thing the entire time. So every year I do that.
You sponsored?
So I actually did run that car, I think, at Coda, or no, not Coda, Chicago, a car for them. But that is one place that I will, even without being sponsored, support, because it's completely just.
When did you run it? Because you ran the Yu-Gi-Oh car last year.
2 years ago, Chicago, I think.
I was say, because I have the picture from the winning picture of last year. I know you were in the Yu-Gi-Oh car.
But yeah, it's the High Grounds. It's a like Vietnam memorial thing.
Fucking idiot.
What? I just get that stuck in my head every time I hear it.
Every time he sees me, just.
I get the fucking Beyblade song stuck in my head. That's Beyblade. Spinning it out at the speed of the sound.
So when you saw my Pokemon card, were you always just like, I want to be the very best?
No.
No, mine was like Pikachu, Thunderbolt. That was the automatic thing I'd pop up to my mind, because I think I can't remember if you had like a Pikachu or some kind of Pokemon in the back of that car 2 years ago. I can't remember. It's been a while since then.
I have to look at the paint scheme file to be.
I think I remember seeing it and going, "That's a weak one to have on the back of that thing." Or just like wasn't near one of my favorites.
I'm pretty sure it's Dialga, which is like the legendary Pokemon from Diamond.
Yeah, but it's not God.
It's close enough.
Nah.
I remember every week Travis was like, "Gosh, that scheme is so ugly." Like every week he was just like, "God, that scheme's so ugly."
Was it more ugly than Eric's yellow truck?
Oh God,
no
that
way.
thing just blinds you.
Then I decided to run it at Atlanta.
Oh, okay. So it was Dialga that I had on there, but my buddy
should be Kyogre.
had given. But anyway, my buddy had given me like $5 to put his avatar on the car, so I fucking put it as him fucking in the same like thing, like riding the Dialga.
Nice.
Tony, the book that Tony read to his kid was One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. That's what put him to sleep.
No way.
I'm about to reply with absolute boomer maneuver.
No way, right?
God.
That's what he said.
Oh.
I was like, "What's next? You going to bed when the sun goes down?" Like,
probably already is. He's going to lay down right now.
Oh God, I'm telling you.
Oh, that man. He makes me wonder sometimes.
No, well, this is no wonder we can't get our college football games going.
Well, I mean, me and Whitley are always working right now, so
Well, that's true too.
so it's not like we're going anywhere. And what's this Wii? You're not playing.
Well, I know, but I like to go ahead and get a move on before I forget.
I'm about to be like, hey Whitley, you just force advance it, and whoever wins wins. We just move on with our lives.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna win. I'm just throwing that out there, but
I mean, I'm trying to hurry up and let this season in. Do I go ahead and get a jump start on the transfer portal?
who's actually gonna stay?
Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, I just learned to not try to do any hard pitches because my grades are terrible. Marshall, go figure. But I try to do what I can.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, hey, we'll have a better year next year. I just got to invest more in the defense.
You ought to just watch the movie We Are Marshall. There you go. Matthew McConaughey will get you.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, anytime if I play Whitley next, that's exactly what I'm doing.
You got to watch
before
that
the
before
game.
you play.
Yes.
I remember I had a coach in high school that would tell us to either watch Remember the Titans before every
Yeah.
game or
Yeah.
like Friday Night Lights or something like that. And before every game, we'd be like, it'll get you pumped. I was like, I'm going to watch Gladiator. I think that'll get me more pumped.
Hell, I was just more pumped if I just listened to heavy metal, but that was about it. So.
Dude, I had a teammate that I always listen to heavy metal before games or something along those lines. Had a teammate,
Yeah.
dude, would listen to Bob Marley.
Really?
And he would lay people out. And
I wouldn't have thought Bob.
That's what I'm saying. And then I'm sitting there going, how do you get in this mental state and you're listening to Bob Marley? He's like, oh man, I just, just kind of gets me in the zone. Like, what's wrong with you? He's an engineer now, so.
He probably had a doobie.
No,
Hey,
well,
so
Where he just.
wouldn't surprise me.
I'm just curious. Are we gonna end the stream reading the one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish?
Oh, we all gotta go to sleep, you mean?
Yeah.
Right here?
Now hold on. Let me go ahead and just recline my seat real quick here while I'm thinking about it here.
Garrett's about to have a sleeping stream. He's
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
go ahead.
Corey, let me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jordan. Start reading.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Red fish, blue fish,
Go ahead and get my
Black
blanket
fish.
while I'm at it.
old fish, new fish.
I mean, I guess props to
one has
Tony
a
because
little
he's like
this one has
reading
a
up
little
Dr.
pond.
Seuss.
See what a lot of fish
Yeah.
there are. I can't keep a straight face while trying to read this.
Dr. Seuss is the shit, man. Well,
Yeah, green
I
eggs
won't
and
be there
ham.
at Vegas, so what's y'all's plan?
Stay up front, ride the cautions.
Survive.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to figure out everybody in the league, like who I can race hard around, who I like need to be a little bit more tiptoe around because I don't know where they're gonna go.
Well, I know who I need to wreck.
Who? We got beef?
No, it's not beef. It's just competition-wise.
Oh, well then why'd you fucking say it?
Well, Jordan
Oh.
Booth ain't coming back till the summertime.
That's true.
Well, yeah, but you're still alive, so I gotta kill you every race so that I can get a points lead.
No, now Austin Wheeler's still leading.
Well, true. Well, we'll see how he runs on them.
Let's see, because I take that back because I think Winslow. I think you're 1
No.
point.
I'm one back.
Yeah, you're 1 back, and Eric's 2.
One back.
And I
two
think
back.
I'm like
7.
18 or
Hang
something
on,
like
I'm
that.
pulling it up.
Yeah, there we go.
It's close. The top 5 are close.
Let's see. Jordan in second, 1 back from Wheeler. Eric is 2 back from Wheeler. Vernon is 5. Corey is 17. And then
So
there's
it's
a
Vernon
bit of a
that's
jump
third.
from there to John, who's 33. Tyler's 36. I'm 39. Paul Irvin's 41.
Ibernakis.
Yep. 43. So, like, all of us from 6th to 14th, we're all within a 14-point spread between us.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
And then there's a bit of a jump from there. Then they're all
Dude.
about the same. And then you start
I
getting to
was
the
starting
guys
to
who
get
haven't been
nervous.
here.
I was starting to get nervous before this because after after Coda, that I was still like really far behind Wheeler, and I was just like, God damn, because it was like a 30-point deficit before Phoenix here, and now it's a 1-point deficit. I thought that he was gonna have a good night, and it was gonna be like, shit, he's gonna roll this momentum all the way through.
Well, I think he had to try to save fuel at Coda, and then I think he wrecked or spun out or something to where
Yeah, but I'm saying,
it got him down on the order. That's what probably would have helped your case, but
but
yeah,
no,
I
I'm
don't.
saying at Coda, like leaving Coda, he was 30 points ahead.
Oh, I got you.
I'm now 1 point behind after this, so like that just shows you either how good of a Phoenix I had or how bad of a Phoenix he had.
Well, he wrecked like what 5 times?
He was
Yeah.
involved in at least 4 that I counted. Now, whether
Yeah,
you want
that's
to argue that they were his fault, that is your choice. you go.
I don't even know. I just know that he got involved in some wrecks,
Dude,
and it kind of took him down on the pecking order.
I was going through some of the wrecks and like the ones that are just back to back to back when I was doing the recap stuff, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm tired of fucking every wreck. Oh look, overdrove it. Oh look, overdrove it.
Oh, look, went down to the dog leg and died.
There's literally a line in here. After 5 more back-to-back cautions, the stage was finally settled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I
never thought we were gonna get to the stage there for a minute. Like I was just like, I was convinced that we weren't gonna make it.
I was getting scared. I kept seeing that 77 higher and higher in my relative, and I'm like, uh-oh.
You know, that was kind of the turning point. I think is that when you overshot your pit stall and I beat you in the pit lane, I think that was the turning point because once I had the lead, that was just kind of it. I feel like
Even if I didn't miss it, you were going to be better.
I don't know.
Well, I stepped on my own dick earlier in the race because I decided to, on the first pit stop at the stage, I'm going to speed like a moron. After I got into the pits and then I sped as on exit, which I was confused how I got a speeding and 2 cars were passing me and they didn't get a speeding. I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
Was they like, I guess maybe on the zones or something like that, to where if they're coming out of the pits and they could gas it up and then they slow up after the next one on. I don't know how that all works out, but
I still don't get how that shit fucking works. Like I can't figure it out, and it seems like every track is different. Where it's not like this is the zone, don't speed in this zone, and then you could speed a little bit here. I don't know. iRacing just. Ugh.
So the ARCA race is about to end. The top 2 have a 10-second lead over the rest of the field.
Is there at least 10 cars on the lead lap?
11, but they're trying to make that not happen.
There's such a speed difference in ARCA, dude. It's not even funny.
Like at least trucks, it's like it's less noticeable because there's the backmarker teams are still fairly good.
Like I was saying, you've got more competitive trucks too.
Yeah.
Well, even the backmarker teams, you might get. I mean, on a long green flag run, like maybe 8 to 9 cars a lap down.
Well, that's the thing. Like with trucks too, is like they're not as bad as ARCA is. Like where the ARCA cars they're fucking 5 seconds a lap slower than the leader. Like how the hell is that even possible? But with trucks, that's not as bad at all. Hell, when the 66, when I was at Bristol last year, just run out there just making laps. I mean, they was probably maybe 5/10 slower than the leaders, but I mean, it wasn't that bad to where they was like ungodly slow, like a moving chicane. But I don't know. But it's just with ARCA, man. Like 5 seconds slower a lap. That's I'll never. That ain't fun to me.
Because that's if ARCA is just whoever funds the teams, right? That's where most of their money comes from. It's not like the trucks. You get in the trucks. It's like, all right, we are a team and we fund everybody. That's what I thought, and it's such a speed difference from the guys at the front who have the most money, or sponsorship have got the most sponsorship money. I probably should say. I would assume that's where a lot of their money comes from. And it's like the poor old, we're watching there for a minute. Poor old 71. Now you don't even have like a pit crew. He's just
No.
hanging out.
Hell, he probably just gets out and changes the tires himself.
So his dad comes out and was like, "All right, son, I'll change these real quick. How's the car driving? It's a bit loose. I don't know what to do about that, but just do what you can."
So apparently, ARCA has another dumb rule that I just learned.
Okay.
The white flag was out here, and a car spun, so they're gonna go and do another lap
What?
of
Wait,
like
what?
an overtime. Yeah.
A 1-lap overtime?
Yes. Wait, no. So it is gonna be a green, white, checkered. Sorry, I just.
Oh,
didn't-
okay.
Well, it's like
okay, I
a
was gonna
1?
say.
That. Okay. Well, ARCA is now confusing me more and more. The more I learn
Yeah.
about it.
The more I'm listening to this race, I'm like, what the heck?
You imagine if the Cup had that rule, the race wouldn't.
Oh,
end.
that'd be outrage.
The race
Yeah.
would never end
Yeah.
because everybody would be wrecking. Like, well, we wreck, we'll just get another caution. Like, okay, well.
Well,
I guess. What's the biggest ARCA field? What, 20, 25 cars?
Well, no,
Unless
because
it's Daytona.
I say Daytona had like a 40-car field. I thought.
Yeah, they did.
There were some slow
like
cars out there, though.
But there's like 60 cars that actually like attempted to qualify.
They were still slow, but they still died.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
That was such an
Dude,
embarrassment.
fucking. Dude, Helio hit everything but the fucking lottery out there and fucking still finished
I
top
want you
5.
to go out and hit the pace car.
Hit the pace.
Well, you hit
car.
every other goddamn thing out.
Oh, poor Elio. I know he was trying, but I just was like, you're in over your head. Like, just.
Yeah.
And in the Cup race, he wasn't doing bad until he, almost.
Overcorrected, and then he. Well, I thought it was the duels, wasn't it? He did that.
Okay, so
The
now
duels
I'm
was his
confused.
fault, yes.
now I'm confused because they're saying 1-lap shootout. So the announcers are contradicting themselves.
Now you have a 1-lap shootout, like green and then to the checker.
Green and white come out together apparently.
What?
That's okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait till they actually do it to figure out what the fuck's going on.
So what if they wreck going into turn 1?
I think it's just over.
Okay, well, ARCA
Yeah.
is getting dumber and dumber the more that I
Mhm.
try to understand it.
This is how little I watch ARCA that I don't know about what's going on.
Okay, I'm confused because I assumed that they went by either the similar or the same NASCAR rules, but
I would have thought they'd go by like, if they don't do that, it'd be like the Cars series. You know what I mean? Where they have some different rules, but
not that much different though.
no. In fact, I don't think that they have an overtime system.
How many races do the ARCA do a year?
ARCA does 16, 17, I think. Like, as far as the main series.
Yeah, so yeah, because they got the East and West.
Yeah.
Crap.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
like I
was
said,
forgetting
this
about
is this version that's running right now is also a part of the like it's one of the other series as well.
The West.
Yeah.
which makes me wonder how that's gonna work in the new NASCAR 25. Like, are we doing ARCA
Well,
East or West? Like, or does it
I'm
matter?
assuming I think it's gonna be ARCA Menards, which is
Yeah, I think it'd be just the main. I think.
that way they don't have to get many more tracks because their schedule is Daytona, Phoenix, Talladega, Kansas, Charlotte, Michigan, Berlin, Elko, Lime Rock, Dover, IRP, Iowa, Glen, Illinois State Fairgrounds, Madison International Speedway, DeCoin State Fairgrounds. So that's, and then Salem. So there's 20 races and 6 of them our tracks, we don't have it on iRacing.
Hmm.
So
Do you say Michigan?
Makes you wonder.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Oh,
running with.
Lord.
I saw them when they were at Talladega, and it was bad.
Drafting track,
Like-
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan, Berlin, Elko, Lime Rock, Dover, Lucas, Iowa, Glen, Illinois, Madison, DeCoin, Bristol, Salem, Kansas, and Toledo, Ohio.
Kind of makes you wonder too with that NASCAR 25 game if at the ARCA cars. Now they're going to be that the real life ARCA cars, or they're going to just do like a fantasy kind of lineup. I wonder.
I think it's gonna be as many as they can get, like for cheap.
I mean, they'll have to
And
give
then
them something, but they're ARCA drivers. So here's a couple $100 and a Gatorade.
I think full time.
No. It'd be like college football, $600 and a copy of the game.
I think full time guys will get it. So because there's only like 10 full time people.
Yeah.
So, God,
Yeah.
$600 in a game. The NIL money, that ain't nothing to them dudes. Like
Yeah. No shit.
that is a loaded but nothing. You give it to those
I mean,
guys.
I guess it gives them the reason to have their name on the game to where if the
Mhm.
kicker shanks the kick, you could just message them on Instagram and be like, "You fucking suck," and then
Why's your
go
rating
from
a
there.
71?
yeah.
Wait, So their
Why do you
overtimes
have the
are
arm
that.
of a noodle?
Like, that only paid you $50 to be in this game. You're trash.
Oh. So by the way, the overtimes are exactly that stupid. It is a white flag, 1 lap shootout. So it's
Oh my god.
and it's unlimited overtimes apparently.
Ah, shit.
Are they
And
still
they just-
going?
Well, they went green and crashed into pit wall.
Manufacturer entertainment, ladies and gentlemen.
Just think about
No
this.
different than wrestling.
Just think about this, everybody. This is what NASCAR could be.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
no
the scary.
shit.
Like, they brought stages to the truck series first with that timed yellow shit, and then that became a thing in with what we have now. So like, this scares me for what we could actually have at some point.
Dude, the time cautions were so fucking dumb, man. I
Well,
swear to God.
now we just have them at a lap instead of a time.
Well, I'd rather have a lap than fucking run for 20 minutes and then caution.
I'd rather not have either one.
Well, yeah. I get it, but,
Yeah.
you know, people with short attention spans and all that,
Get rid of stage cautions.
yeah.
If you want to have stage,
I
be
mean-
like, okay, at this lap, you're going to have stage points, but you just don't yellow flag the race.
Yeah, kind of like how they did for the road courses. Was it last year? Except for the Roval?
No, was it last year? I thought it was 2 years ago.
It might have been 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
the
Whichever
years run
one
together
that
right now, just
I know. I think it was because it was the year that I think it was Byron that won Watkins Glen. Was it Byron?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that would have been
2023. Yeah, because I actually have his winner's car up here.
Okay,
for
so
that
yeah,
race.
because I think that was when they did all that, and I guess they reverted it back to.
Eric's not here. We can ask him. He fucking knows that bullshit.
I know, Mr. NASCAR Encyclopedia over. He's still bowling gutter balls over there. So
Bowling gutter balls.
love you, mean it.
It's like,
Dude.
Corey, you live that close to
I think-
Bristol? Why don't you go every year?
I think that that must be a New York thing because I have friends that live up there and they like bowl leagues where they're running 300s like every time they throw it.
Well, what else are they gonna do? Go outside?
Go to the bar.
I live in a fucking more
Same
northern
bar?
part of the country, and I go outside. So
I mean, he's basically part Eskimo, and he lives in
Dude.
like a very rural part of New York where like nobody is. The fact that he
Yeah.
even has a job at a FedEx that is there like blows my mind.
Mhm.
I was like, your town's big enough to have one? Like,
You know, I bet you if he wasn't like such a Blaney fan, he'd probably be sponsored by the bar that he goes to every day.
oh god. Hey Eric. Oh, it's Eric. He's here. Like, there's your spot over here, Eric.
Here's a remote.
Hey, Eric, it's already on the channel for you. IndyCar right there. We're watching practice. Welcome in.
Oh, McLaughlin wrecked. Okay, here's NASCAR.
By the way, Scott's already wrecked, so we went ahead and changed the channel for you.
Oh shit!
Oh, look, Travis shows up as soon as I start talking about Eskimos.
He's been on and off.
Go figure.
Yeah, he's been on and off watching instead of commenting because he's like Eric whenever he'll look at our group chat and not say nothing.
He's probably still trying to look up custom gauges for his boat.
Dude,
hand-me-down boat, you peasant.
When is he gonna go out and buy an Arctic car?
Peasant.
Yeah. He finally got. Did he finally get like a portico to put it under, or is it just sitting out in the yard still?
Oh, he's got a roof. Well, one of those little.
Hey,
I
Travis,
forget what it's called, but it's got a roof over it, so there's that.
Travis, when are you gonna go buy an ARCA car and go compete in ARCA?
Oh, he doesn't want to spend money.
I mean,
Yeah.
you'd be just as competitive as some of these guys out here.
No, Garrett, I'm trying to think of what it's called. What was that car? What was that sponsor that JRM had last year? That Carport something? Because that's the company that he went with.
Oh,
on that.
You had to fucking ask me. Now I don't remember.
Yeah, but that's the company he went with. And I remember he was getting impatient because it took him forever to try to get the stuff. And I think he got the wrong size the first time, so they had to go back and redo it. And then I guess probably 3 months later or so, they finally installed it and put it together and all that stuff. Because I saw it together when I was over in Louisiana in November. And, I mean, they did a good job on it. But, yeah, he's
Cardinal Carports?
I think that sounds about right.
Okay.
I want to keep saying it was like Carolina, but that's not it.
No, because Musso here's one that. Travis left because we started shitting on him.
Nobody's fucking safe here.
I'll tell you.
Cardinal Carports. That sounds right.
Yeah, I think so too.
That sounds right.
Hey, which Musa are we got in the chat here?
I think that's Jacob.
Say Jay doesn't narrow it down at all.
No, it's Jacob. Well, okay, Eddie is Moose is loose. I know that. I know that. I know Eddie.
Well, yeah, if it was Eddie, it'd be E-Moose.
I'm pretty certain Joseph is Joe Boy, so that's got to be Jacob.
Okay. Hi, Jacob.
I start doing the process of elimination of which one it is.
She'll figure it out
Jacob
at some
killed
point.
himself. Speaking of somebody that killed himself on Thursday night.
Yeah. That's just unfortunate too because he was running so well too.
Oh God.
Oh, hey, let's see who it is.
All right, well, podcast is over, everybody.
All right, good night. See y'all later.
Loser.
Fucking boomer.
Oh my God.
Figured I'd take the place of Tony since he refuses to show up.
Did you see what he said?
Yeah, I almost fell asleep before he finished typing that text message.
Like, well, Jordan called it because he was like, I bet Tony like fell asleep or something. And it was like he fell asleep reading a book to his kid. I'm like, isn't the kid supposed to go to sleep? Isn't that how
Garrett,
that
I don't
works?
want to ever hear you call me a boomer again. That dude fell asleep reading a book.
You take pictures of your dog shitting. Okay, so let's start there a minute.
Oh.
Oh, look at the sky.
Are we gonna ignore the elephant in the room here? That dude was reading.
Doesn't mean that you don't fall into the same category.
Wait,
What the hell are you talking about?
hey, Jacob just put in. He said when he got wrecked, he said after Vernon doored the fuck out of me and I spun, I had to overdrive to get to the front. It didn't end well.
Oh.
Yeah, I learned overdriving doesn't end well.
Hey, Travis, you know something about overdriving, right? And not saving your tires? Corey said you did.
Gosh. Corey's just laughing at me the whole time. It was all part of his plan, and I knew it too.
Well, if you would have let me go.
No.
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 Oh, no.
I had to make sure it wasn't team orders, race manipulation. We already got our hands slapped for that apparently.
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
slap
that's
you before that.
that's the whole thing. Like with, I was just telling Garrett, I was like, dude, I don't know what their deal was with just instantly just saving tires at the start of that run. Just go, and then you could worry about that later.
Well, I mean, we do have longer runs in
Bruh.
that league, but
But you would think by now they'd be able to learn because, you all heard me on that Wednesday night league. It's like, fuck it, I got nothing to lose, so I just go balls out, and then next thing you know, I got fucking 3-second lead, and then by the time that they feel like they can go and get their saved tires and stuff, I'm running the same lap times as they are.
true.
Give
It's-
one.
Ew.
Who won?
The 18 Brent Cruz.
Oh,
Oh, because he has the most money. That's why he won.
oh, Gibbs.
Wonder.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is his only ARCA race this season, so
That's his only one.
that he'll run this season. Yeah, so
Dude, he's probably at a net loss. He probably lost money for getting in that ride and winning. I
bet
guarantee
they
it.
pulled a Gen 6 motor and put it in that thing just to make sure he won.
I mean, him and the 28 are the only ones that had an actual car.
Yeah.
It
What?
wouldn't be too bad to field a ARCA car one time.
All right, when you
That'd be really fun.
yeah, money bags. Let's figure it
when
out.
you doing it.
I don't know. He got to
Like I
pick a
said,
track that's safe, man. I'm not gonna toss away 60 grand just for Daytona.
Well, I mean,
Daytona's probably the safest one to go to,
Or
though.
Talladega.
I'm gonna say the possibilities are endless if you sell your boat.
That ain't happening.
Why don't you just get like a jet ski or something?
I already have one.
Oh, this dude's out here like, I don't want to spend money, and there you go.
Yeah, he's worried about trying to clean the boat while he's already using the jet ski. And
You buy the ARCA
yet to get the
car,
boat out.
and we go to Bristol.
Garrett,
or
no.
Martinsville.
What?
If they run Martinsville, that wouldn't be bad.
Or you bring it up north by me, and we go race it at Madison.
Or I mean Jordan, not Garrett. Whatever.
Watkins Glen.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Watkins Glen actually would be like one of those safe ones because like
Safe
As
ones.
long as
A
it's
guy kind of died there. What are you talking about?
Well, a guy
like,
died at Daytona too.
yeah. In fact, like within the last 2 years, somebody had to be medevaced from Daytona
Too soon,
in an
Corey?
ARCA car.
What, Corey? What would Dale do?
Not block Sterling Marlin.
Oh no, Garrett. I don't think we told you the story about that.
All right, I'll let it go. Sorry out there.
Someone's gonna be in the chat and be like, "How dare you bring that up? It's been 25 years."
Ron Fitting.
Yeah.
Gosh, so last time we went to Watkins Glen, they had some outstanding characters in the campsite next to us, and they just kept yelling, "What would Dale do?" And you know me, I couldn't
Yeah.
not say
Wait,
anything.
Wait, was that the same one that I went with you? 2021? Oh,
Yeah.
that was one of the ones where they they fucking choke slam each other through a table. That was fucking hilarious.
Oh, I had enough of it. They finally screamed, "What would Dale do?" And I just said, "Die," and everybody got quiet. And I'm like, "Oh, I said that out loud."
Oh God. So, funny story. When I took a buddy of mine to his first race, which was the 600, and there's the big fairgrounds and whatnot right next to the track, and if you can park. I try to park at the drag strip because it's just an easier walkover because you walk by the dirt track and go up. But we had this was one of the times it got rained out on Sunday. Go figure, NASCAR. And we're walking through where all these cars and stuff, where all these people have been probably camping out for all weekend. And as we're walking up, and he's never been to a NASCAR race, okay? We're walking up, and there's this group of guys, and they all got their shirts off. And one of them, obviously they've been drinking. This is at like 2 o'clock. And they've been drinking, and all of a sudden one of them just projectile vomits.
Ooh.
Like just all over their cornhole board. And all the guys are looking at him. They just go, "Yeah!" And then the guy that he vomits and then tries to down, like shotgun another beer. And my buddy's looking at me. He just stares at me, and I'm like, "Welcome to race day."
Mhm.
I mean, it's the only way I can explain it.
You mentioned that too. I remember being with somebody at Bristol, like over what they call like pre-gaming or so, and like he did that same thing, projectile vomit, and then he just got the beer and then he got the beer, swig it, spit it out, and then he just drank the beer more. And I'm like, what was the point of that? He goes, I was trying to get that puke out of my mouth. I'm like,
That's a waste of good beer.
yeah.
Like why?
So
Like,
I
if
was
you
like,
drinking to the point you're throwing up, I don't know, man. It's not in me. I call it a day.
I mean, at least I'm smart enough to go get those Jack of Coke cans and bring with me to like Indianapolis. I mean, that was a fun time, but I mean, I was passed out when we was in that rain delay, but other than that, just a good time.
Oh my lord. Yeah, I don't. I've only tailgated twice, and they were both at Bristol. Nope. I've 3 times. 2 at Bristol, and I did 1 Talladega weekend.
Oh God.
I'm never doing that again.
Oh, why not?
The stuff I saw
Oh, do tell.
a weekend at Talladega.
What happens in Talladega stays at Talladega,
I mean,
Travis.
They
I don't
say
wanna
that
hear
about
that.
Vegas, but it's Dega. Yeah, I saw people light a couch on fire.
Were they still on it? It's just a question.
I mean,
Why are you asking the question?
I mean, context.
what?
It's Talladega.
Yeah,
It's Alabama.
correct. You own a map. Congrats. Roll Tide.
IQ
Is that
is-
what your neck's gonna say? Like,
The IQ isn't very high. I figured they'd still be on it and light it on fire. Like, oh, look how cool it is.
I'm guessing that these, like, you see people, and if you've follow them on Twitter, they got like the after Dega Twitter, like after the race.
Oh
weekend,
yeah.
the stuff that people have left behind. First of all,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I guess these people have brought this old couch, and of course everybody's drinking, and they just poured gasoline on it, screaming "Hell yeah!" and probably praised Dale, and then they just lit it on fire and watched it burn.
I think the Indianapolis 500 had something like that too, like with the where people leaving stuff behind, like at the Snake Pit, whatever they call it.
Oh God, yeah.
Which is like that one of those EDM festivals while the race is going on. I've come to find that out about that. So yeah, you had some pretty interesting stuff pop up on there too.
I
But,
don't. I saw on one of the. I'd have to look it up. One of them that someone left like a whole bed behind, like headboard and all.
Oh yeah.
That's sanitary.
Yeah, I was a little bit like confused of what some of these people have left behind. Let me see if I could find it.
Well, Travis, I'm gonna let you take my spot here. I'm going to sleep because I have work in the morning. Take it easy, guys.
I rode with you.
Yeah, bye,
I
Wenzel.
was trying to find it. I don't know if I can find it where it's like some of the stuff. They have I thought they have a Twitter page. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's what they do, I think.
Well, I thought that maybe the thing after the race has a specific, like, its own Twitter page. Not just in the Talladega Twitter page.
Maybe just their own thing, I think.
Just some of the stuff that has been left behind, it is hysterical. And I mean, people leaving whole tents behind, beds, couches, tires.
What the hell?
I was like, well, what do you plan on using the tire with?
I don't know. Sit on. Oh, found it. Left Behind series 2024, the latest one. There's a whole couch there. There's another. There's like couches, love seats. There's 2 recliners right here. Let's see what else is in here. Of course, a broken flat screen TV. Interesting how it got broke.
When Dale lost.
A stand up smoker, like a full size. This is like a pit boss.
Damn it,
Shit.
Tony.
Yeah, like a pit boss. Why would you leave that behind? You know how
Man,
much money
that's-
that is?
Yeah.
So, funny thing about
Pool
those,
table?
Oh. Yeah.
Full
Shit.
size pool table with the boss and all.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Then there's a couple beds, random chairs, whole tents. Oh, they left a cornhole behind. Why would you do that? Let's see.
Got puke on it.
Probably. Trying to see if there's anything else that was weird.
no
A
mannequins.
mounted deer head. I don't even
Oh
see it, but it's like right there in front of the trash can.
yeah.
First of all, why are you bringing that to the track? Like, what's your point?
I don't think I want to know.
Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, this is. I feel. I know these people are posting it for the funny, but it's gotta suck to clean all this up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I bet they're only getting paid like 15 an hour to go out there and just puke and all kinds of other
Yeah.
bodily fluids.
I wouldn't be
things.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have a van come by with a bunch of trustees from the local prison to come clean that up.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
That's Wenzel's other job.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jordan. You left,
Just
so
missed
you get
you.
shit on. Sorry. At least you didn't fall asleep reading a fucking book.
One fish, 2 fish, and he's out.
Like how the? He's gonna have to explain that one to me.
Yeah, well,
Well, the book is only like 10 pages long. So what you get, page 5, and like that's it. Like that was the end. And I'm gonna be like, did the 6-year-old fall asleep first, or did you?
I would say, hell, if that's the case, I need to read that book just to put my ass to sleep.
Ah, yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. Clown.
Look here.
Jeez. Where are we at here? Where's it at? I'm trying to find a good one.
God damn it.
God damn it, Tony.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So, for anybody that doesn't know, when he makes that reaction, you know it's gonna be some bullshit. These two know it all too well, and now
Mhm.
I've really started to learn it. Actually, I've
Yeah.
learned it in the last year, but. And if Tony ever tells you he's turning left, it's probably a lie.
Ooh.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Trying to find that sound bite. You know you're messing up when you got Tony criticizing you.
It's in there.
I
I don't even know where that's from, but he was talking crap about somebody.
Oh yeah, here it is.
How you fuck up so bad you got Tony criticizing
It's
you?
going good.
Was it like a Krupa or somebody? Like
I mean, that would be a really good bet.
I'm sorry, but in the Texas race on Wednesday when Eddie came in my stream. It was like, "Hey, Travis Krupa says hi." I about died. I
Oh
literally,
my god,
I literally couldn't drive straight.
that little shit.
Oh,
That was good though.
Oh, that was good.
apparently this guy is in my stream now. He says he's from Italy, and he asked, "How's it going?" Don't know who he is, but
Oh.
welcome in.
We're here
Haven't he-
accounted for.
Teach us how to make spaghetti. Like good spaghetti.
We gotta make it with love, Travis.
Well, I don't have that.
Just what? Oh my god! I'm trying to wrap my. Immediately, Travis goes to the spaghetti comment. Like,
Yeah, it's a. I mean, you can't come up with anything better, Travis. I mean, come on.
you don't hear me going,
Lasagna?
"Hey, Cajun, make me some gumbo."
People do that to me all the freaking time. I don't want to hear it. Ask Corey. Corey's
'cause
done it.
that's
Oh
'cause-
yeah, I waited 3 years for Emily to make it and never had it.
It's because whenever
she
Corey went down there,
forgot.
you just kept trying to feed him.
Yeah, no shit.
You're trying to make him fat. Poor Corey.
Dude, he slept 90% of the time he was here.
Well, yeah, because I stayed up overnight after the championship finale race, and I just went to the airport to get my flight in, and I just slept right there till I left.
He
I'm
said- This
sorry.
guy says making spaghetti is not hard. You dudes just like to mess it up.
Touche. That's a good point.
Oh, I bet Corey slept through that LSU game. Wink, wink.
Oh no, I stayed up for that one. Everybody else left, but
Yeah, you.
I wanted to be the true fan over there and just suffer while Alabama is blowing their back out. It's I hate to say it that way because I hate Alabama, but that's just a simple fact of just you get all pumped up for it and then that's the product you put out there.
Awful quiet over there, Travis.
That never happened. That whole weekend was just a dream. God, man, that would be my luck.
You know,
First-
that made things so awkward too because I literally was just almighty and proud with my "fuck Bama" shirt, and then here they are. I was like 42-13, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll go ahead and put the hoodie on.
The only
That's like second
highlight
quarter.
of that game.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you leave? You're getting just your back blown out, and you just like.
Corey didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to
I would've-
leave.
I wanted to soak up the experience when really he
Yeah.
just wanted me to watch the entire thing.
Wait, hold on. Hang on.
Suffer with your friends, Travis.
This this guy, he said, I went to Louisiana especially to eat the crab boil. Almost got shot outside Baton Rouge. That checks out. That did not stop me. I got back home and made it anyways.
Nice.
If you're not getting shot outside Baton Rouge, did you really go to Baton Rouge?
Why is it not? It's not loading for me. But anyway,
I'll tell you one thing, though. New Orleans, it's stank over there.
Well,
Mm.
yeah.
It's like a sewer smell or something like that.
Leftover
I,
from
and
Katrina.
I would have never noticed
Yeah.
it until Travis said something, and I'm like, you come to think of it, yeah, it stinks over here.
leftover Katrina punch.
Yeah.
Dude, I was down there after Katrina, like a couple months after, with a group helping clean up, and oh my god, I never just the stank.
Yeah.
Just I kind of vowed never to go back.
Yeah, talking to some of the locals that lived in that area and doing some cleanup like you were talking about, you hear a lot of bad stuff. A lot of bad stuff. People calling 911 because they're seeing people loot houses, and they said, "Do what you gotta do to protect your family. We'll come back pick up the bodies later." Like what?
Jeez.
Hang on. This our Italian friend here. He said in Italy, when police stops you, you get outside the car. I learned that day in Baton Rouge that's not what you do. Why not?
Oh
Like,
my god.
jump out.
Why not?
Hey,
Go in Baton Rouge, they'll throw a baggie in your car and say, he's got drugs.
word of advice for forwarders: the police stop you, jump out. They want to talk to you.
Oh man,
Oh man,
I'll
it's-
tell you, that's. But yeah, hey, other than that, the food was pretty good over there. Once I thought jambalaya I had over too, it was really good. That barbecue shrimp, I'll never have that again. That was
Yeah, I don't eat that.
I don't recommend that. I made the mistake of it.
now bacon wrap shrimp. There you go.
So, yeah, I'd much rather that. Barbecue shrimp isn't really barbecue sauce on shrimp, man.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, I was which that's large. That's like larger shrimp, wasn't it? Because that was
Yeah.
like I saw the size of it and I'm like, well, this is different.
Local shrimp, ain't no Chinese stuff.
Yeah.
So, I've just watching with this guy. This guy's putting in. He says that he lived for 4 years in Portland. First mistake. He said it was a
Ew.
weird time. You American are a bunch either super nice or super rude. There is no in between.
Fair.
That is
Fair.
that is a very fair assumption.
Yeah, absolutely.
First of all, in Portland, there's
Mm.
good in between there.
Don't get banned. Don't get banned off Twitter or Twitch.
Why not? I mean, even where I'm at, you got, of course, a lot of these people that are moving here. They're not from here. They're super standoffish, and then you got the super really nice people. Then you got the people that are like, you go, "Hey, how are you?" and they just stare at you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had that before where I've greeted somebody at work, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" They just stare at me, and I'm just like, "All right, well, I'll just go fuck myself. Sorry that I, you know."
Or it'd be like the ones where it's like, "Hey, how's it going?" and they just should be like, "Hey, I need this and that," and I'm like,
So
"Okay,
Yeah.
I got in trouble one time because I asked the customers, like, "Hey, how's it going?" They go, "Well, I need this," and I was like, "Well, I'm doing pretty good too. Thank you for asking." Like, you can at least acknowledge that I greeted you.
yeah." Hey, one thing I've learned with like customer service that I've worked in, I used to be a people person until people ruined it for me.
You mean whenever
Exactly.
they tried to argue about carpet prices?
Oh well, no. What gets me is like,
I'm
I'll
just
go to
thinking
ask
about
him.
that one dude you told me about that was like, "Can you do all these rooms for $100?" Like,
Oh
No?
yeah. So what am I, a magician? Like, no.
Oh, how dare you tell me the truth? I want to speak to the manager.
well, no.
Yeah, I'll never.
Did you tell Travis the story?
I was in there when you told you.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
he's
was
like,
either
"Hey,
that
I got
or-
two 12 by 12 rooms. Can you do them for $100?" What planet do
It's
you
like, what-
live on?
it was like,
1980,
yeah,
apparently.
and it was like he gave me something. I was like a smaller size, and he's like, but keep it under $100. I said, no, I can't do that either. It's definitely gonna be more than $100. And then he goes and complains to my boss about that, which I thought that was hilarious
Dude,
too.
my favorite is when I worked for
Yeah.
Lowe's, and people would return like appliances or something, and they didn't use them. They just or they were special order, and they just returned them. Either they didn't fit or whatever. We would
Yeah.
mark them down because I mean it's not a normal store stock. So
Mhm.
this one fridge we had come back. It was a nice one of those nice like touchscreen Samsung fridges. Why in God's green earth you need a touchscreen fridge? I'd never will know. But this guy brought it back because it was a special order. It came in like some special color. It was like a $4,000 fridge, and we marked it down to like I think 2,200.
Oh,
Well, because like cost was like 17, so at 2,200 we're still making money, but it's like a huge
Profit of it.
yeah, a huge price gouge to somebody to buy it, basically, because otherwise it just sits there. And this guy came in, and he's like, "I'll give you 1,500 for it." Give me? And I was like, "No, it's 2,200." He goes, "Well, how about 1,600?" No, it's 2,200, as it says. He goes, "Well, that's just too expensive." And I was like, "Then don't buy it." This isn't an auction house. This is a
Yeah, that's-
store.
that's kind of like how it is, like with because where I work in a small business, but so you have a lot of local people that'll just try to haggle with you, and then sometimes I just get fed up with it because there'll be something that's like $40, and they're like, "Hey, can you do it for 35?" And I'm like, "Can you not pay the extra $5?" I mean, like
Watching too much
what?
Storage Wars.
I guess I don't know, but yeah, I just no, but like when it comes to like with the people too, what aggravates me more than anything really is like they'll walk in and they'll have like a you like a carpet size or something like that, and I'm like, the first thing I'll always ask them, I'm like, do you have any particular color or pattern or anything like that? No, just none of that matters to me. So I was like, okay, so we'll get them looking through over there, trying to show them what we have and everything. And then they ask me, well, do you got anything in a brown? You should have just asked me that the first time. Why am I wasting all my time
Lead with that question.
showing you all this, showing you all of this, and then you tell me that? I mean, I would have just saved a whole bunch of time just going to the brown or this pattern or whatever. I just the one thing I get hated with my time being wasted because stuff like that, then I lose like 30 minutes just dealing with them, and then it sets me back, and then
Those
I'm
are the
agitated
people
because
that'll like get in a fast food line and have been standing there, and then they'll get to the front and go, "I don't know what I want."
yeah.
Oh man.
It's like, come on, you had all this time.
It's the same people
Oh.
don't sit in the drive-through, and you guys know what I'm talking about. And you're in a line, and then they get there and they go, "I want and then you sit
Yeah.
there for longer. I'm like, what were you
Yeah.
doing in line? I knew what I wanted before I even got in line.
Mhm.
Have any of you ever worked in the food service industry?
Thankfully,
At all?
no.
Oof.
I have. I was both McDonald's and
Oh,
Hardee's.
I can't imagine.
Oh,
Corey.
Hardee's.
Yeah.
Imagine Corey at a
Yeah.
front register at a Hardee's.
Oh no, I never did the register. I was like the morning cook. Like
Oh.
when I was there, my ass was like fucking 6 in the
So
morning.
you
till,
making
like
the
12.
biscuits?
Yeah, I was making the biscuits, scrambling them eggs. Yeah, buddy. Making that
Yeah.
gravy. Yeah, I was one of those things. But I never really had to deal with people. But there was, yeah. So, but like, I think Domino's was the one I kind of really got a whole lot of like that kind of bitching and stuff because like there'll be times where it'll be dead and stuff, and I'm like, well, I'll try to help them out. So I'd answer the phone, and there'll be some people that'll be like, hey, let me call you back. You know, after being sitting there for like 7 minutes, and they're, hey, I'll call you back. I'll figure out what I want. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Now, my favorite ones when I worked at Domino's, when I take the phone orders and stuff, was after like 10 minutes of them trying to finally decide what they want. Then they go through 3 of their credit cards to figure out which one had money, and then
I'll never understand
pay for it. Because like you go through one and it's like that's declined. And I'm like, oh well, hold on, let me go ahead and get this other credit card out here, and then they'll spend 5 minutes trying to find it, and I'm like, so
Yeah,
there
I've
I am.
worked-
I'm literally sitting on the floor, just chilling, just waiting for them to hopefully find it. And
My
all that,
favorite is
so.
I've worked in the retail for a long time, and they'll credit card will decline if you're at the. Of course, I've had to run a register several times, and
Yeah.
they'll decline, and then they look at you. Like I'm like, it ain't my card. They're like, it's got money on it. Apparently,
sure?
it doesn't. Like,
Call the bank.
they're like, well, they had money on it yesterday. Well, it don't have
Did
money
you
on
check
it
it?
now. That's my favorite. Or oh god, the ones, especially the older women that like, I got a coupon in here somewhere. Okay, well now I'm gonna be sitting here for 20 minutes while you try to find it, so you can save that $1 off your shampoo there, Gladys.
Did you ever
Gladys.
Hey, did you ever get the ones where they try to give you the expired coupon and they're like, well, this worked like 2 days ago?
Yes. Or oh, it didn't scan. It must be free.
Yeah, that's another
Oh
one.
man,
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I think I
Kenny
could
showed up.
probably think of one instance. It really changed my faith in humanity, just like Corey was talking about how he was a people person until he wasn't. Working at Applebee's, man.
Oh my
Ah.
God, you and an Applebee's.
High school
I forgot
Travis.
about that. I forgot about that.
Oh my god, it was so horrible.
I bet you
So
got no tips.
oh, I didn't work for tips.
What'd you do? Please tell me you
I
didn't
was
cook.
well, I was under 18. The only job they can give me was a host until I turned 18. Then I worked in the bag. But yeah,
Here's
never
your,
forget
here's your
the
fork
lunch
and table.
rush.
Sit down.
Pretty much. Oh, we'll get back to that. There was one. We'll get back to that.
Oh my God.
People were mad. Let's just say that.
At you?
What?
No.
No.
No. Nobody could be mad at you.
Never.
You think I'm bad now? 18-year-old Travis was a little bit different. Oh man, but lunch rush, Sunday crowd, everybody coming from church. That's funny. Um, these people are just coming from church, man. They all sit down. Of course, they're gonna have like 30 to a party. They all finally sit down. At the end of their meal, they all get desserts. They all of a sudden they all complain about the desserts and want them taken off their check. Dumbass manager takes it off their check. Guess what happened to the desserts? They brought them bitches home. That instant right there, I was like, man, you just came from church and you gonna do some shit like that? I hate people.
Yeah. Well, that's just the church people like, they're the worst when it comes to like food service, and you deal with those church people. Oh, they're the absolute worst.
Yeah.
That's
We
the
had
one thing
this
I hate about like with McDonald's and stuff. Mm-mm,
we had
no.
this one guy come in to get a to-go order, and uh, how can you get mad about a to-go order, especially when everything was right? I don't know. He just come in and he just started cussing people out and complaining that his food was cold. It's like, well, sir, your food was ready an hour ago and you just showed up. What are you talking about? But that was besides the
I'm like,
point. And,
what do you expect?
and I don't know. We didn't have to-go silverware or what. I don't know what the deal was. I couldn't remember. But he was complaining that he didn't have no silverware. Man, he was yelling and stuff, and I looked behind him, and there was Waffle House across the street. I was like, Waffle House got to-go silverware. Why don't you go there next time? And that's when I got moved to the back.
Hell yeah.
Well, this photo or tipping in U.S. is really weird. This guy was talking about that Americans love to tip. It's like because we have to for those people, waiters and waitresses, to even make a living because they don't know the restaurants don't pay them a decent fucking wage.
Now you mentioned that because I know people like they want to tip based on the performance and all that stuff. Like I usually try to give the benefit of the doubt, but if I get some shitty service, then that's one thing. I mean, you can get mad at me all you want, but do better. If you be better, then I'll pay you more.
Like this guy just said in the chat, I've went and tipped the chef before, not just I give the waiter or waitress a little something, obviously, but I go and if I enjoy the food, I'll go tip the chef. Like he's the one that made it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like even like when I get my car washed too from that the car wash I get the membership from. Usually like because what I've got is they'll just run through the wash and then they'll be the guys over. They'll go and they'll just dry it off, that kind of deal. So it's pretty neat. So I mean, I'll hand them a $10 bill for that guy just to do all that, shine the tires and all that. I don't know how much. I don't know if that's gonna help him any, but I mean, at least I want to show how much I appreciate him. Just hand him a $10 bill and go on. But yeah, it's just tipping is just strange. I mean, hell, literally, I got my hair cut today, and I mean, I tipped the girl that cut my hair. I mean, she did a good job.
I cut my own hair, so I just tip myself.
Yeah.
Man, when you got hair like mine that don't grow up much in the front anymore, you just buzz it all off like I do.
Mine takes about 2 months to be able to fry. I need to do a haircut. I'll just get the haircut and then the beard trimmed out.
You ain't got a bald spot?
Not yet. I've got some grays coming out though, but that's just because of the stress of running these league races and stuff. So
Yeah.
Can always stop.
At least we ain't got the stress of a boat. Like, I have to get custom gauges for said boat.
What is it, this custom gauges stuff?
You started this.
We're really locked on that.
You're like, I gotta spend this money on custom gauges. For what? I just want them.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, I can't have nice stuff.
No, but then when we're like, hey, Travis, if you get this and upgrade your stuff here, your racing will be better. You're like, I don't want to spend money.
I bought a new computer. All right, look, it comes in.
Yeah, that
Little
took heaven
spurts,
and
okay.
earth to get that to happen, didn't it?
yeah, no kidding.
I mean, we got one guy still lagging behind. We're still waiting for him. I'm not gonna say any names, but
Eric?
that guy.
I don't care. Like, the day that we get Eric to upgrade, that's his reaction if you ask him to upgrade, is the day we get him to go to a different bar.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I can't meet nobody. You go to the same fucking bar. Like, everybody there's the same. They know you.
Like a modern day version of Cheers.
Oh my god. Yeah, but who is he though? Who's his character?
Mm,
Yeah, see?
that's it. I don't know.
That's a good point.
I have to think on that one. Because he could be like
yeah.
4 people.
Yeah.
Drink for 4 people too.
Amen to that.
Don't ever try to hang with Corey, man, or with Corey too, but with Eric, Jesus, man, the dude could throw him down over at Watkins Glen.
Fuck off. Drank 10 when we was in Nashville.
Well, that's what all you do every week. Like, of course you
Got a lot of
have
practice.
You have tolerance through the fucking roof. I mean, I can put him down too. I'm a heavyweight, but the stuff that he's told me already, I'm like, what? Is your liver not ran away yet? Like,
That's halfway out the door.
it's like, why am I having liver problems at 35? I wonder why.
What was the quote, Travis, that he would say about going to that bar? Was it like he goes, I don't go to the bar to drink, I go to the bar for social interaction. Was that always the story that he'd always tell us?
That place so happens to cook too. So, but it's not a restaurant.
Right.
So, of course, he's not gonna cook for himself. Bachelor life. So, gonna go somewhere and eat. I mean, I ain't gonna fault him for that. But I mean, how many years you gonna keep doing it?
Yeah.
He's like, well, I got no money.
Paying $14 for dinner.
I guess they go ahead and go on YouTube how to make spaghetti.
Well, we don't need YouTube anymore. We got our buddy.
I bet he's trying to YouTube ramen noodles. Like,
Oh my god, that dude can burn water.
like what probably is the easiest thing to make? Like the easiest, cheapest thing that you could make. I mean, he probably
Grilled
burn a
cheese
hot,
sandwich.
He probably
Yeah,
burn a
grilled
hot
cheese.
pocket. Like,
Corey's making them at night.
where's
Damn
all the
right.
bread going? I ain't making them at night, Dad.
Danny.
Man, there ain't. I mean, he's got a point. Like grilled cheese at like 2-3 a.m. It hits
Mhm.
different.
Oh, yeah.
Slaps.
Just like Waffle House at 2-3 a.m. when you are just drunk out of your mind.
Oh yeah.
It's like-
Golly, I wish. Well, see, mine's in the process of being rebuilt, or I guess they're updating it. But you know, that would have been a really good time to go eat over today.
Corey, you only have one near you?
Well,
Well, his town
Well,
has 100 people in it. Like, what do you expect?
Oh,
yeah.
that's true.
Well, there's one over next to the interstate, but if I keep going like down I-75 south, then every exit has got a Waffle House. So I mean, I've got other ones to go to, but I just didn't want to drive. Fucking
You're gonna be
Yeah,
in Georgia where there's a Waffle House on a corner, and across the street there's another Waffle House. You
It's
think
kinda
I'm
like it is
joking?
here.
It's real.
That's-
Like,
Like how it
Hell
is
yeah.
here. I have 5 within 20 minutes of driving.
around here, they put Waffle Houses up like they do Dollar Generals. Like you
Ooh.
just be driving along, and it's just a Waffle House, middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, dude, like they're over here in my town, they're doing a Dollar General, and it's not even half a mile as the other Dollar General. And I'm like, well, what the fuck's the point of this?
Oh yeah,
Like,
I have two Dollar Generals here within 5 minutes of each other. I don't know why.
I don't get it. I really don't.
Like someone would have to. I feel like they have a map in Dollar General's corporate office, and they're just taking darts and they're just throwing. Be like, there. That's where the next one's going. Right there.
Oh, in the water? That's fine. We'll go underwater.
It's just a floating Waffle House out in the middle of the ocean. Or Dollar General. You got Freightliners going across the Atlantic, and they just kind of looking over like, Dollar General? Yeah. We can stop there and get.
Nah, that'd be the fucking cargo ships there just blasting through there. That's where the pirates will go over and get their breakfast before they go to these cargo ships and rob them.
Have you seen the Waffle House bus?
No.
They have a travel bus. There's a rolling Waffle House.
Nice.
I shit you not.
Does it come complete with the middle-aged woman smoking a cigarette by the front door? 'Cause if it's not, I don't want it.
To say that's when
When
you
she
know
calls
the
you
food's gonna
hun?
be good.
Yeah.
I vividly remember going to a Waffle House after a party in college. It's like 3:30 in the morning, and this old woman was out smoking a cigarette, and it looked like she's probably on her third. And we're walking up, she goes, "Y'all been drinking?" "Yes, ma'am." "Well, come on in. I'm gonna make you some breakfast." Best fucking food I've ever had.
Hell yeah.
Damn the
Like I
consequences.
said, if they call you hun or sweetheart, you're getting good breakfast over.
Either that or if any of them, like especially if middle of the night, they're outside by themselves smoking. Oh, it's gonna be some good food.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, look over there. Eric is online. You joining?
No, he won't.
No,
He
he
won't.
won't. He won't.
He leaves his Discord on. Like I swear he doesn't turn off his TV. Doesn't turn off his computer.
He wonders why it sounds like two hamster wheels fucking.
Wait, two hamster wheels fucking.
Wait, two hamsters fucking on a hamster wheel.
Let's examine
He
this
tries
a
to turn
minute.
on. God, I need to go to sleep.
You're an hour behind us.
Well, what do you mean?
It's been up since 5, man.
I've been up since 5:30 Eastern.
The only thing that confused me about Eric is how he races with no force feedback.
That
That blows my mind. When he said
I don't
that,
get it.
And he doesn't tell me. He hasn't told me why. I asked him, and he just ignores the question. I truly want to
because
know
he
why.
probably doesn't know why. Think about it. You ask him that, he'd be like, "What? Why?"
I think there was. I think from what he told me before then, it's like there's something like it doesn't register or something like that when you go to try to plug it in through Iris, and like it don't register. So, but
when you got a wheel
that's-
from 1998, yeah, it's not going to register.
yeah.
He's
Now, I'll tell you one thing,
old
what-
Papyrus. Like,
Well, when we was in Indianapolis last year, that's when he had that Fanatec. Was it the what's that huge one that the podium
Mhm.
like the
mm-hmm.
DD2 or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know which one you're
That's
talking
one of
about.
the beefy ones, but
Yeah.
he had that one. He driving the Indy car over there, and he was like, after he ran like 5 laps or so, he goes, "Yeah, now I can see why yous all seem pretty tired when yous are driving now." I said, "Yeah, that direct drives. That's intense. Ain't no joke."
You can feel every bump, every whatever. Like it's
When you're just scooting the tires and all that, yeah, it's
just like Booth did whenever his like flew off his table or whatever.
yeah.
Right, that's probably for another reason. That dude probably didn't even clamp it down. Or he's just sitting there.
Idiot. Oh well.
Jesus.
Well, I'm gonna wrap it up because I am ready for bed, and I got to get up
Yeah,
in the
man.
morning. And
I think
stupid fuck.
I think we covered quite a bit.
I
I feel
think
like.
so. Even Travis's inadequacies. So we can continue that more at another time. But
Same time next week.
yeah, we'll wrap it up there as we've covered Jordan stepping on his dick, and then this, Southern Cajun joining us for a little while. So
Yeah, man.
we'll end it there, and same time next week for everybody.